All right, Daniel, as you've worked with people, what are some of the reasons why their house doesn't sell?
Absolutely. So there's a couple reasons here that we'll go over. Been working with people and go, I don't get it. My house is great, but it's not selling. What's the deal? There's a couple reasons that make houses difficult to sell in a market, even when it's a hot market. So the three ones that I'll talk to you about today are unique properties, major repairs needed, and not market ready. So the first one, what is a unique property? We actually had a client that we helped. She had a house. It was a fairly nice house. Had a beautiful, gorgeous backyard, but it was on a piece of commercial land. So you have a
Okay.
residential house on a commercial land. It's a little weird. Residential buyers that kind of freaks them out. Plus, the house just was kind of laid out in such a way that it wasn't just a perfect knockout house for like a family looking to move in. So we were able to help her because we could work through the land commercial land zoning issues and actually remodel that whole house, remove a very awkward large chimney, and regain a bunch of house and internal living space for the home. So that helped her, sell that home pretty quickly. So unique properties is one. The next one is going to be major repairs needed. Say the home is a decent home, but there's been some real damage to like a deck and it's not safe, or the curb appeal is really rough because something is falling down or windows are broken. Um, if something, and this kind of ties into not market ready. So if it needs a new roof, that's going to intimidate some new buyers, potentially. If it's going to complicate getting a loan, that also makes things tough. Um, Especially if you're in a market where there's other houses coming on regularly, a buyer might look at your house and just go, that's going to be too much work. I'm just going to go with a different house. So that might be something you need to address ahead of time or work with someone who knows how to do that. And then not market ready. If the place is either, maybe it's a rental property or it's your home and you just haven't been able to keep up with maintenance,
Right.
and there's maybe debris or a really overgrown lawn, stuff like that. Those are subconscious kind of triggers to buyers going, well, the lawn's not mowed. I wonder what else didn't get taken care of. Whether it's true or not, there's all these little signs that people are looking for to try to understand the value that they're getting from the home compared to the price. Okay. So those are three reasons why a house might not be selling as fast as it should. Now, Nathan, what's something that person who's in this situation, what could they do?
The person who's looking to sell and it's not selling as quickly as they should.
Yeah, is there
Well,
anybody they can work with that would be able to help them?
yeah. Well, first of all, I wanna acknowledge that people. If you've had people look at the house and they haven't bought, it means they're probably finding something else in the marketplace
Right.
at a price or at a in a condition that is a better match for them. So if your property's been on 30 days, 60 days, 90 days or more, 200 days, it's really easy to take it personal, or if you're working with a realtor, to get angry at them. And I'm not saying all realtors are perfect, but the market is speaking, right? The market is saying at this price, in this condition, people are finding other properties and they're choosing those over potentially yours. Now, you and I, as cash buyers and investors and flippers, we don't mind looking at those properties that are a little rougher, that may need some creative finance situation. Maybe there's some back taxes. Maybe there's some liens that need to be paid down in order for
Hmm.
this property to work. We don't need to qualify for those specific types of loans where, your retail buyer needs the roof to be completed before they buy it because their loan requires it. That's not the case for us. And so somebody whose house isn't selling quickly, or they're hitting one, two, or three of these bullet points that you listed, maybe working with a cash buyer or an investor is a better match, because all of those things that stop the traditional retail buyer are not going to stop a cash buyer or an investor.
Yep. Perfect. So if that's something that you're running into, maybe you can address those, maybe you can solve those and then try again. Totally. You just have to decide, what's best for you and what route you want to go. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.